Welcome back, everyone, to the smartest year ever, our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists. My name is Gordy, and it's History Week, so I was just wondering what happens when a whole city smells so bad that the government almost shuts down. Give me 5 minutes, I bet you can work this into a conversation today. Also, like and subscribe so you can keep up. I do this every single day. In the summer of 1858, London was brought to its knees by a smell. Ooh, that smell! A putrid physical stench that blanketed the city and made Parliament nearly uninhabitable. They called it the Great Stink, and it forced the Victorians to finally modernize the city. The problem had been festering for years. London's population had exploded during the Industrial Revolution, and its waste disposal system hadn't kept up. Raw sewage was dumped directly into the River Thames, the same river people drew their drinking water from. Add to that the runoff from slaughterhouses, factories, and household refuse, and the Thames became, as one observer put it, a Stygian pool reeking with ineffable and intolerable horrors. Stygian means related to the river Styx, which is the mythological river separating the living and the dead in the Greek underworld, if that context helps you imagine that smell a little bit better. Normally, though, the river stank, but it was a survivable stink. And then came the summer of 1858. You remember, that summer of 1858, one of the hottest on record. The heat essentially cooked this river, intensifying the odor until it rolled off the water in waves. The smell was overwhelming. Politicians soaked the curtains of the Palace of Westminster with chloride of lime, the strongest disinfectant that they had, but the stink seeped through anyway. Members of Parliament gagged, fled debates, and demanded action. I demand action! The public was terrified too. At the time, the dominant medical belief was the miasma theory, that the idea that foul odors carried disease. Cholera epidemics had already struck London several times in the previous decades, killing tens of thousands, so when the smell rose, many assumed another outbreak was inevitable. For years, there had been proposals to clean up the Thames and build a modern sewer system, but they had stalled in endless debates over cost and responsibility. What decades of cholera deaths hadn't accomplished, the Great Stink did, though, in weeks. Parliament fast-tracked funding for a massive new project. Enter Joseph Bazalgette. Whoa, what a mustache! The chief engineer tasked with saving the city's nose. His plan was ambitious, over 1,000 miles of street sewers feeding into 82 miles of main intercepting sewers, all designed to carry waste east of London and out to the sea. The system also included massive pumping stations and embankments that reshaped the city's riverside. Bazalgette also anticipated the huge growth of London, so he factored that in, and he built his system to accommodate way more people than it currently needed. A really smart foresight by Bazalgette. And construction began almost immediately, and by the 1860s, Bazalgette's network was largely complete. And they gave him this. What an honorary thing this is. I just imagine Bazalgette seeing this and be like, oh, cool, yeah, the sewer snake, it's great, yeah, what an honor. Sewer snake, yeah, definitely cool, thanks. The impact was dramatic. Cholera outbreaks dwindled, and the Thames slowly recovered, and London gained one of the most advanced sanitation systems in the world. In fact, much of Bazalgette's infrastructure is still in use today, a testament to how well it was designed. Modern upgrades continue to build on his 19th century vision. And while the system was a public health triumph, it had a tragic side effect. By moving the sewage downstream, it concentrated the pollution in the lower Thames, contributing to the high death toll of the SS Princess Alice disaster in 1878, where over 600 people drowned in what one survivor described as a horrid stew of raw sewage. Oh, that sucks. So there you have it. The Great Stink of 1858 was one of history's most disgusting catalysts for progress. It wasn't lofty speeches or moral persuasion that fixed London's sanitation crisis. It was the fact that lawmakers literally couldn't stand the smell outside their own windows. Sometimes history changes not when people see the light, but when they can't escape the stench. Go check out my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Leave me a comment, rate, like, subscribe. I would appreciate all that. Share that with someone. That's awesome. Go check out the short version I do of all these across social media platforms. You can find me at Smartest Year Ever for that condensed version. And in the meantime, stay curious and stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalist. I'll see you for more History Week tomorrow. in the smartest year ever.